Hello, my name is Komachu and this is Data Structure for Game Final Project, where we had to build a game in data structure in DKIT game development course. Before I go any further, I had to say that there was some issue with my game, being the fact that most of the file wiped itself from my hard drive, so I had to restart pretty much from the start again, and I didn't really have much time, so I built a basic game instead of a full game. I know I should have been pushing up to Bitbucket. I should have really done that every method. I normally do it every um so much classes. Okay, so now that out of the way, I shall talk about the planning and show you the code in part 2 and play the game in part 3. Okay, part 1. Here is the planning. Here's my basic story. The story is that you're a survivor in a zombie outbreak that happened in Glen Road County. Uh, the main goal of it is to get out of the city, out of the county, and try to, as you can see here, survive. Here is my original map that I had. You start off here in the old house. You move to the train station. I added a function called scavenge, where instead of you see the item at the start, you scavenge through you just type scavenge and you look around. You may get an item, you may not, or you may find an enemy there. The third town was supposed to be a shopping center in my original map, which I had until again the file wiped itself. The den is supposed to contain the key to get to Route 55, where you can go to the ending. The bog were arena type thing, and the long road was a place where you can scavenge for more stuff. And the interaction between classes, and the three classes that I wanted to interact with each other were the player, the enemy, and the inventory. Sadly, I could not do it in the basic game that much, but I tried my best. And in the attack class, and the player will interact with the enemy by means of combat in three scenarios. Either you can run away, fight, or talk. I had beforehand the enemy, if their boolean value was a true, then they were human, or if not, then they were false. So then, if they were human, they were able to talk to the person. If not, then they were going to get hit. In the room class, there would be player would scan for item and put them into the inventory. I have that working, but when they saved and logged back in, I wiped it away as a thing. And there's also a chance when you scavenge to fight an enemy. The inventory class, and the player can add, remove, and also enemy is once the enemy have killed him, um, they will pretty much steal the whole. They will wipe the whole inventory away. Okay, here is the new map that I had to redo in the old thing. So I shortened it down to 5 instead of the 7 room that I had. And also I did not put a key to get to things, so you can just basically go all the way here. But I have it as when you get here, you have to fight up to 3 zombies, not like in a row basically, in order to escape. Okay, now I'll move on to my coding. Okay, for the coding part, I will be looking at only the CPP part, as the .h are mainly just for the header for the program. So we start off in the main, where I first off made include the memory leak formula. So when you run it, if there any memory leak, it should tell you so. It will move on to start game. Okay, start game. We use string and cout, cin, and nl. Start off here where start the game. It have a basic thing. It will bring out a main menu, which is in display menu, where I'll show you in a minute. Ask for the user to enter a string value. So if they press start, it will start the game. Make people enter their username and the password. Then they will go on to enter the point. So I had it so if their health and strength are equal, less than or equal to 15, then minus the point from it. And if it's greater than 15, then invalid, and it has to restart the pointing again. And if there are some points left, it will go, hey, there's some point left, and then do that. And it won't stop until while it's not the point is not 0. Then you put the value of the player, the health, and the strength. I did try to do login and login information from a buffer as well as putting them in a bin file. However, because the thing I had to restart the thing again. I included an inventory, the outro go, and then it goes to the room. Else it will go to load. Yeah, for the load thing, I did pretty much the basic one where it load the last person who played. So yeah, load the last person that played. So it wasn't really that helpful, but it was the best I could do with the time that I had. Then just exit the value and it will exit the game. Okay, display menu. Uh, also, I wasn't able to put much comment in as well. Sorry about that. And main menu just display it out, and complexity is 0 C. So auto C because it's very to put out and nothing else. And the intro to put out. The outro is pretty much the same. And the death thing was taking an inventory and a player class, and it will say that you were beaten to the post so much that the enemy took pity on you. You lost everything, however, you slowly gain your health back. So, like your player gonna go down to 0, and then we pump their health back up to 4 once that thing happened. But however, we remove everything from their inventory at the cost of being beaten. And then we'll pause to show this and then exit. So I'll close these here. Okay, let's go on to the item class. Item is pretty much a basic constructor. A constructor will take in a string value to put into the item name. Get name would be used in the inventory when you want to check if you have a certain item in the inventory, and print would just print it out. Inventory class, it uses I should show you that in the H. Use a vector, as you can see here, of item, and it takes in C type allograms and string. So it starts off with you putting the number of items that are in your bag. So you can't have more than the certain type. Default one, which we start off with start off with 9. And basic deconstructor, and print inventory is print out all the inventory, all the item in your inventory. If the bag size is greater than 0, then it should have item in it and print it out. If not, then it should say bag is empty. Search inventory. This is used to get the, as you can see, get the item name. So we use this to search if the item is in the inventory, and if it is, then we should be able to use or remove it. So also I have here, we transform anything that they put into lowercase, and we transform the thing to lowercase, so it would both equal to each other. And then if nothing happened there, if it exits the for loop, then it should say item not found in the backpack. And then if it again less than, then it should say backpack is empty. Use or drop, I should have just said use. I had a drop function in the earlier file, but again, sorry. Pretty much the same, but this time it swap it to the back of the backpack and then pop it out, and this is how we use it. And we only look for the first one. So if we have multiple of the same thing in the inventory, it won't take all of them, it just take the one. Removal is the function that is used to punish the user. Add item, just add the item once you find them. If the bag is greater, if backpack is greater than the size, then it will come up the backpack is full and return false. Okay, now for the enemy class. Enemy class, I could again I couldn't read it in, so I just had it hard coded in. So you take in the name, randomize the health and hit point deconstructor, and getters that get the health and get the name. And this is during the attack file. If the enemy get hit, it takes the damage. If the player get hit, it will get the enemy damage and hit it back, and then get enemy number, which was supposed to use in the text file that I had beforehand, but as you know. Okay, and the player. The player, a basic basic constructor. The constructor that we use, and the constructor that is put in once is read from a file in this last save function. And get name, get health, get strength, pretty much all the getters, and then setters, and then some perks that they get once they beat an enemy. So if a player reaches the maximum maximum XP, then they will level up and the XP will rise up. They will get a health boost, and when person is trying to be healed, if it check to see that it's not greater than what it's supposed to be, and if so, it will just reach the maximum health bit. So you can see here, it would just, if it's greater than or equal to, it should go and make it the thing. If or else it's just lower than. So thank you for watching the first part of my video. I will look into the rest of the code, and again I have to apologize for the mistake that I did not pushing up some of the file, and also I hope you enjoy watching so far, and thank you.